What is going on today, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Fix It Garage. Today, we're gonna get this car a little bit closer to being ready for the track, starting with suspension. So you guys can see, it sits pretty high off the ground. So today, we're gonna lower the car a little bit. It's on fully adjustable Ohlins coilovers. So I figured today is a good day to get this thing lowered down a little bit, get it closer to track height. So, let's get right to work. All right, guys, we got the wheels pulled, so we're gonna look at how to lower this car. So for the front, for the Subaru, you'll see it doesn't have a lower nut. So what you have to do is you have to loosen these two Allen bolts and that Allen bolt, and that loosens this from the actual strut, so I can spin it down, and then we're gonna measure from here to here. And that we're gonna lower the same amount on both sides. So I don't have a way right now to adjust the corner balance, although that'll come at a later time whenever I can get my hands on some scales. So for now, that'll work for lowering the front. And we'll look at the rear. So the rear is more traditional. You have a lower and you have two uppers. So we loosen that lower one, then we spin it, and then we measure from here. And I like to go to the bottom of the strut because this moves. Or I'll go from here to the bottom, to the top of the base of the strut. So we're gonna lower it maybe a ½ inch, maybe an inch, not really sure yet. We're gonna start with ½ inch, and then we'll go the other half if needed. So this is all gonna be kind of experimental. So we're gonna start by doing the fronts, then we're gonna do the rears. So as you guys can see right now, it's about 3 1/4 inches. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it to 2 3/4 inches and we spin it down. So we loosened up those Allens. And then we're gonna see if we're going the right way or not. Looks like we're going the right way, so let's check it. Here now we're about almost just a hair under 3 inches. So we're still about 1/8 of an inch too high. Still a little bit more. All right, so as you can see, we got it down to 2 3/4 of an inch, which is exactly where we want it for right now. So now we're gonna tighten these guys back up. All right, so we got the front tightened up. So now we're gonna go do the rear, and then we'll do the other side afterwards. I'm gonna show you guys on these. I'm gonna time lapse the other side. All right, as you guys can see, we're here at our rear shock. So we're gonna measure the height first before we even start. So we're gonna go from the base of this ring so to that base, it's 2 3/4 inches. So we're gonna take it to 2 1/4. Give us that 1/2 inch drop. Almost there, about 1/16 of an inch to go. All right, guys, you can see, look at that, 2 1/4 inches. This one is good to go. So we're gonna tighten down this guy. All right, so we'll check our measurement. Yep, right around 2 1/4 inches to the bottom is what we want. So now let's go do both the other sides. Guys, so as you can see, car's all lowered now. Went out, took it for a test drive, no rubs, drives really well. This thing is ready for the track. All right, guys, before I end today's episode, I'm gonna let you guys know, I did end up having to roll the fenders on the back of this car. They were rubbing pretty bad. So after I lowered it, I went and drove it, rubbed, rolled the fenders, drove it again, and it drove just fine. So with that, that's gonna end today's episode. I hope that all of you guys enjoyed. If you did, remember to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and remember to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. Next time, we're gonna make our own custom airbox while we wait for it to go to a shop to have something special done to it. So I hope you guys stick around to see the next episode with the Subaru. Till then, remember that on cars like this, there's no such thing as a finished project.